Okay guys, so this has actually been a video that I have uploaded in the past, and I had it on a different channel that I created, and since have disbanded that channel. But I took this video and I re-uploaded it to my channel here, and YouTube immediately flagged it as dishonest, or what did they call it? It was something like I was trying to sell something misleading, and that's complete crap. But anyhow, that's what they did to me. And I even appealed it a couple times. They said the appeal was accepted, and then they never released the video. So it's stuck in my queue, sitting there doing nothing. I couldn't release it, couldn't do anything with it, which is totally dumb. And I've uploaded it numerous times, and they all get flagged the same way. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. But basically what that video is it's talking about the difference between the visual performance differences between a solid-state hard drive and a spindle hard drive, which is a traditional hard drive, right? That has this spinning platters in it. It's like a physical disk, right? And it's got spinning disks, and it's got this little read head that does this across the platters as they spin. It's how hard drives have been for the last 30 years, up until the solid-state hard drives, or maybe even more than 30 years, but probably more like 40 years. But anyhow, so what I wanted to do was show you that you can buy a solid-state hard drive, and if you've got an older laptop, you can literally wake that laptop up by just putting in a solid-state. If you had a spindle hard drive in it, and you're like, man, this laptop's slow, it takes forever to load everything. Well, yeah, it's probably because the hard drive stinks. And so I'm going to show you. It's $70. Basically, this is I think I put in an 850 Evo, to be honest with you, not the 860, and the performance is significantly better. So let's get right to that video here. So basically, this is the video that I've tried to upload to YouTube a few times, and it's a direct comparison with an older HP laptop. It's probably like a 3rd gen i5, 8 gigs of RAM. Originally had a 500 gigabyte, I believe, standard hard drive in it, a spindle hard drive, and I took it, booted it up with the spindle hard drive, recorded it, and then I immediately cloned that data, that exact operating system, using the Samsung data migration tool, put the solid state into that same computer and turned it on. And you're going to see just how fast the difference is between a $70 SSD and the original spindle that was in there. So let's get playing. So this is me turning it on, and you can see like the BIOS post here. One was a little bit faster than the other, but that's actually the Windows Load logo. So I can't tell the difference honestly in this video because I don't have this laptop, but I can't tell the difference in the video if that was like the BIOS logo that was showing up, or if that was part of the Windows logo, or it was both. But as you can see, this one with the SSD has already auto logged into Windows, and I had it load a bunch of like common applications that people might use, like Excel, Chrome, Firefox, Notepad+, Windows Media Player, Microsoft Word. And so all these auto-loaded just to show you the difference in performance. And then Windows Explorer. And you can see that I'm already browsing around and opening and closing apps. And you can see it's super responsive, right? See how fast it's responding? And then over here, this computer has just now gotten to the Windows desktop. Like, it's that much faster. So 47 seconds was basically the time for this one to be completed for loading, and then loading all these sub apps. Like, as you know, it's what you do when you sign into your computer. You turn it on and you load a bunch of stuff and you browse the web, whatever it is that you're doing, right? So I loaded a whole bunch just to show you that the difference is here. This computer is literally loading those same applications that you see here, and it hasn't even loaded a single one yet at a minute 20. I believe the spindle speed in this particular computer was a 5400 RPM drive, and that's pretty common for laptops, at least older ones. Some of them you could buy with a 7200 RPM, and the 7200 RPM drive is a little bit faster, but it's obviously going to be nothing compared to a solid state disk. And so you can see the drive's still trying to load the same applications again. This is literally the same operating system. It's literally cloned from this drive here to that drive and then rebooted side by side, and I just put them together side by side in Adobe Premiere. Okay, so it looks like most of the applications are loaded, and you can see you can tab between them. I'm going to open Explorer there, and you can see it still obviously isn't fully loaded because Explorer is still taking its time to show up, right? And over here, when we click Explorer, it immediately popped up. So it's thinking about it still, right? It still hasn't loaded Explorer. There it goes. Finally populated in the icons. And so to get to the same point as this one here, You can see this one took 2 minutes and 27 seconds to do the exact same thing. The SSD took 47 seconds. Same hardware, same CPU, same everything except for the hard drive. So I just wanted to show you guys that if you have any older computers and you're contemplating an SSD for it, it's totally worth it. You can like revive that old laptop and use it for a while longer. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.